Uh-oh, not again. Before I explain why I'm concerned, firstly, let me say that Star Trek Picard ended after 3 seasons, 2 of them bad, one of them mostly very good. A few flaws, but a great ending and a great send-off to the Next Generation cast, and especially for Admiral Jean-Luc Picard, a character who became a father and had closure with his traumatic experience with the Borg. It all ended in a very satisfactory manner. And as a story, it was left open for the new cast to continue in a new series, with Captain Seven, Raffi, a young Sidney LaForge, and Jack Crusher aboard the new Enterprise G. Even Q was back. The door was open for Terry Matalas' Star Trek Legacy series, but that doesn't look like it's happening. But what might be happening is a Star Trek Picard movie. No, please no. Let it go. Jean-Luc Picard had his farewell. It's been done. He said his goodbye, and it was dignified, and it was great. Let's not go there again. After the damage of the first 2 seasons of Star Trek Picard, Season 3 managed to salvage something and fix a few things. We don't need to open that door again. It's been closed. The ending worked. Let's not tempt fate again. But there is a report that a Picard movie is in the works. And that's what we're going to talk about today, right after this. Now, before we go very much further with this video, it's time for a word from our sponsor today. Is it going to be some kind of online university, an audiobook hosting service, a VPN, maybe some kind of energy drink? Nope, but here's some clues. There's 700 awesome and unique champions to collect. It's an RPG game with insane graphics, incredible PvE boss battles. Well, what else could it be? It has to be Raid Shadow Legends this month. Download Raid today and use my link below in the description box or the on-screen QR code. Make use of the promo code RAIDXmas before the end of January to get yourself a plethora of exclusive in-game goodies and prizes. Raid now has some ice-cold winter-themed champions like this guy, Tormund the Cold, a Void legendary champion ideal for endgame content. He's perfect for crowd control in dungeons and faction wars, and his aura skill increases your team's defensive energy by 33%, offering ideal health regeneration. There's also Tatora Rimehide of the High Elves, a chimera with wings and ideal for icy and snowy environments, a kind of all-rounder and great utility champion in my view, for both defensive and passive attacks. These are just some of the seasonal-themed champions available in Raid right now. And yet there's more by downloading Raid via the link below in the description box or my QR code. New players can get a fantastic free starter pack filled with in-game loot. Be sure to find my clan on Raid. It's called Dave Cullen Show. I will see you on the battlefield. So welcome back. This article is from trekmovie.com. Patrick Stewart reveals new Star Trek movie script featuring Jean-Luc Picard is in the works. As a guest in the latest episode of the Happy Sad Confused podcast, host Josh Horowitz asked Patrick Stewart about his Star Trek hopes, and the actor confirmed he was still interested in returning to the big screen as Picard. He then started talking about his experience with the Star Trek movies. Now, I'll skip ahead in the article to where it talks about this new movie project. So, it's an ongoing procedure for me. I heard only last night about a script that is being written, but written specifically with the actor Patrick to play in it, and I've been told to expect to receive it within a week or so. I'm so excited because it sounds like the kind of project where the experimentation that I want to do will be essential for this kind of material. It's good at 83. Experimentation. That doesn't sound good considering the first 2 seasons of Picard sort of deviated quite a bit from what Star Trek is supposed to be in terms of philosophy and tone, and that didn't work out very well for those first 2 seasons. Further experimentation, that idea doesn't really thrill me, but anyway, it could still be good, but I'm not all that optimistic. But above all, I think the story of Jean-Luc Picard, like I say, it has been told, and it has had a very nice conclusion. It's time for new characters and a new younger generation to come along and fill the void left by TNG and the other shows. But here's the other thing, and I want to be delicate here. Patrick Stewart is getting on in years. I mean, he is 83, and I think he's done a great job in his performance for those 3 seasons of Star Trek Picard. But the power in his voice is gone, and he is elderly, and sometimes, for me, Picard has felt a bit frail in some scenes. I don't want to see geriatric Picard traveling throughout the galaxy for another adventure. It just doesn't work for me. It worked just about in Season 3, but enough is enough. I mean, when you think about it, the TNG cast were older in Picard Season 3 than the original series cast were in The Undiscovered Country. William Shatner was 60 when The Undiscovered Country came out, and he was 63 or so when Generations came out. Patrick Stewart was 82 when Picard Season 3 came out, and Jonathan Frakes was 71. Now, I'm hoping that this movie project doesn't actually happen. And I wouldn't be surprised if it comes to nothing. It might very well be just another speculative script that gets written and floats around for a bit, but the studio never actually commits to greenlighting the project. Still, if it does happen, then it's just another Star Trek project that most Trek fans didn't really want to see. Right? The TNG cast have had their goodbyes. I don't think we need another TNG movie. And if it does happen, I think it probably has to be a TNG ensemble movie. I don't think that the character of Picard on his own at this stage is strong enough to carry a movie all by himself. But at the same time, I don't want to see another TNG movie because Picard Season 3 ended things in such a satisfactory manner. So anyway, when we look at the list of other Star Trek projects in the pipeline, a new Discovery-era Starfleet Academy series, a Section 31 movie, a possible fourth Kelvin timeline movie, is there ever going to be a situation where Paramount will just give the fans the Star Trek shows and films they actually have been looking for? But guys, do you think I'm wrong about this? Do you think that a Picard movie is a great idea? Would you like to see a Star Trek Picard movie? I'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.